Welcome back, viewers. Today we will be testing the deep fractal signals and rubber band indicator. But before we do, if you have not watched our first video and the videos after that, you need to go do that now. At the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. And as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down below. You can also find a link to sign up for TradingView down below. If you use the link below, you will save a little bit of money. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Discord is a free group communication platform. On our Discord server, we are having great conversations about all things regarding trading. One of the biggest struggles on this channel is people who use other platforms like MT4 being able to follow along. Sometimes it can be hard to find the indicators we are using on other platforms. And so on our Discord server, I have created a channel for indicator creation. And on that channel, I pinned links to freelancers who can code indicators for MT or for TradingView. So if you don't want to create a TradingView account, you can hire a freelancer for a really small fee and have them code an indicator for the MT platform. Or if you are on TradingView and need an indicator created, something unique or an indicator for a system you have developed, you can also have them code PineScript. So use the link for either MT4 coding or use the link for PineScript. Lastly, I get a lot of people that are asking me for the entire list of all the winning indicators that we have tested to date. And whereas I am not a big proponent of gatekeeping information, I've put a lot of time and effort into creating the content on my YouTube channel. And so I don't think it is too much to ask for the viewers to go through and view the content that I've spent a lot of time creating. Now, if you are not interested in supporting our channel by going back and watching the content that I have created, then I have developed a solution for you. I've created a Patreon account. I will put a link to it down below in the description. If you sign up for Patreon and you sign up for the $9 a month account, I will send you the full list of tested and winning indicators to date. I will also send you an updated list of the indicators that we are testing at the end of each week. Now, of course, you have to stay subscribed to the $9 monthly subscription, to continue to receive the updated list of indicators. But that way it will provide me with the support that I need to continue to provide the free content that I am putting out for everybody to view. Now, if you just love the channel in general and want to support us, then there is also a lower, I think $3 Patreon subscription that you can sign up for that will also help support the channel and keep things going, so that way I can continue to produce the content and the open information that we are creating here in this channel and in our Discord server. Again, if you have not signed up for our Discord, then you need to do that as well. It is a absolutely free platform where we have real-time ability to chat and have conversations about trading. And again, if you want to support the channel with Patreon, then you can find the link down below in the description. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the deep fractal signals and rubber band indicator. But before we do, I wanted to put the indicator scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested 179 indicators. And out of those 179 indicators, 72 of them have been winners, which means that they have met or exceeded the 60% win-loss ratio threshold that we have set for them. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. But as we are working on building the best trading system possible, you could take any one of those 72 indicators and get out there and start potentially profitably trading the markets with them now. So go back and watch those videos, make a list of those indicators, and get out there and see what you can do with them. But stick with us here as we work on maximizing your trading profits. All right, so as I said, today's indicator is the deep fractal signals and rubber band indicator. This is a combination of a few different styles of trading kind of combined together. And so the indicator itself is obviously very very light on the eyes, I guess you should say. There's not a whole lot to it. We basically just have these little arrows here pointing one direction or another that are colored either red or green. I mean, pretty simple. There's not a whole lot visually to this indicator. Let me see. I don't think I can, but let me see if I can. It doesn't look like it. I wish there was a way to increase the size of these little arrows pointing in one direction or another. That would be super awesome. I didn't think there was. I think I've tried this before, and there was no ability to do that. So, all right, what's going on with this indicator? Well, first and foremost, let me explain that the creator of this indicator did explain that it should be used with another indicator. I believe it's one that they also have in their published scripts, if I'm not mistaken. And so if you're interested in the other indicator, click the link down below to this particular indicator and then read through the page there. It explains the other indicator and actually shows it on screen and so on. So again, it is meant to be traded with another indicator. Now, this is something that we come across rather often. And it's something that even today people will throw comments out into the channel, and they'll say, that was a great test, but, and sometimes they're not so nice about it. Sometimes it's not even, hey, that was a great test. Sometimes it's, you're stupid. This is stupid. That test was stupid. You don't know what you're doing. Obviously this indicator was meant to be used with this other, filter, this other indicator, this other, biased way of trading, whatever it may be, right? And so they hint that, this indicator is not meant to be a standalone indicator, and therefore, because it's not a winning indicator, you're stupid because it, wasn't meant to be traded that way. And yes, I absolutely agree that there are some indicators out there that, we test it, it doesn't meet our criteria. But if we were to throw something else on top of it, some other type of indicator, we could very well get it above the 60% win rate and turn it into a profitable indicator. that's there's really no doubt in my mind that we are missing some indicators that way, some what could be potentially reasonable indicators. But that's not what we're attempting to achieve here on the channel. That's what we are attempting to achieve is we are attempting to find the best of the best. That's what we are looking for, right? So if you want a profitable, trading strategy, if you want something that will, keep you above the 60% and keep you in the money and keep you going, then go back to our list of 70 indicators, run through those, run them through a little bit more testing as far as on other pairs, and make sure that the indicator works with all pairs, because sometimes you'll find that they work well with one pair, but then with others they don't. Put some legwork in and dig into those, the winning list of indicators. And I promise you that you will find one or two or three or, how many ever indicators that will make you a profitable trader. That's not the question. That's not what we're trying to achieve here. I say it at the beginning of almost every single video that I make. It's not about being a profitable trader. And I know it's funny because there are probably some of you out there who have been, beating your head against a wall for, an undetermined period of time, and you're saying to yourself, I just want to be profitable. I I don't even care about being the most profitable. All I care about is being profitable. And, it's frustrating, I'm sure, to you when I say, we're not looking for, just a simple profitable system, because there's probably a lot of you out there who are sitting listening to this right now who are saying, that's all I want. Just give me that. And like I said, I've done that. We have went through and we have tested and tested and tested almost 200 indicators at this point. And I promise you, not all of the ones that have been winners will ultimately become a profitable indicator over a long enough period of time. But I promise you that there are some in there that will. And this is where you have to take a little bit of the legwork on your own, since we haven't made it to that step yet, and dig into those and actually run them through some more testing and run them across a few more pairs and really dial them into, what pairs they work well with. If they work well with all the pairs, then great. And, run them, like I said, through a little bit more of a testing process to make sure that they're going to maintain that profitability. And then there you go. You have a profitable trading system. But again, that's not what we are attempting to achieve here. We are attempting to achieve the maximum amount of profit that we can, the most profitable system that we can develop. That's what we're looking to discover and develop here on the channel. Um, I've been thinking about lately actually doing some videos on um, just creating some real basic profitable trading systems. Just run of the mill, nothing special, a few indicators, one or two indicators stacked on top of each other that can achieve a consistent, winning trade strategy, and doing some videos on those. So that's something you might see coming out in the future, because I understand that, again, understand that there are some of you out there that are just looking to take that first step. And I don't want to exclude you, and I never meant to exclude you in this whole process. Definitely was not my intentions. And so, but it's come to light that that may be what I am doing. And so therefore I think, it's only fair that I tweak some things and, throw some things together and put those out there for those of you who are just trying to get your feet wet, keep your head above water, and actually, bring some money into your accounts. Now, back to those who keep saying, If only, if only you used another indicator, if only you put a moving average on it, if only you took into account trend, if only whatever, insert whatever it is that they say. Um, Again, that is not what we are attempting to achieve here. We are not attempting to achieve, just mere success. We are attempting to create the best of the best trading system that we possibly can. And so, what we are looking for first and foremost is indicators that are the best of the best. We want standalone indicators that can achieve a 60% win rate or more. We are starting out with the best foundation that we can possibly build off of from there. We are not looking for mediocre. If I use this by itself, it wouldn't even be able to achieve a winning, a consistent winning strategy. That's not what we are looking for. And so, obviously these people are just jumping in the middle of what we're doing here, and really they don't have any context to what we are doing or why we are doing it. And they fail to go back and look at the rest of the videos and start from the beginning, like I recommend that they do in every single video. And then they start throwing comments out there and making assumptions, which is, totally fine. I correct them in the comments and I let them know, what it is that we're actually trying to achieve. But like I've said many times before, we should not start with a bad indicator and then have to stack other things on top of it. Have to stack a moving average. Now we've done this a few times. I've skirted that rule a few times just because I feel like it's only worth it's only right to give some indicators a little bit more of a fair chance. But any opportunity that we have to trade an indicator on its own and only on its own, we take that opportunity to do so. If it needs something significant on top of it to achieve a winning percentage, then I'm not interested in using that indicator and then already having to combine it with another indicator to get to just 60%. What I want is a 60% winner that we can then build off of. And when we stack another indicator on top of it, maybe it takes us to 70, 72, 75%. Then when we stack another indicator on top of it, maybe it takes us to 78, 79, 80%. Then when we, add another indicator to it, it takes us up into 85, 90%. And then by the time we're done, we have a trading system that is, in the high 80s, 90s area as far as its ability to call trading signals. We are looking to maximize our trading potential, our trading profit. All too often, there are people, the vast majority of people who they start trading and they are barely able to keep their head above water. They literally just tread water for the longest time. But let me take that back. The vast majority of people start trading and they can't be profitable at all. They just lose money, lose money, lose money, lose money, lose money. Then you have this next group of people who are able to keep their head above water and tread water for an extended period of time. Then you have this next group of people who are able to be profitable, and this is probably the worst. They're able to be profitable, but to such a minor scale that they will never actually be able to achieve financial freedom from it. That I feel like is more frustrating than just losing money and quitting altogether. I mean, there's nothing more frustrating than putting in time and effort and time and effort and time and effort only to see a very small trickle of return come back into you that never actually gets you to the financial freedom that you're looking for. And that's not what we're trying to achieve here. What we're trying to achieve is the best of the best, the most profitable system that we could possibly put together. So, with all that being said, again, this indicator was meant to be traded with another indicator, a rather significant indicator. It's not just like a moving average that we can put on here. And so, again, if you're interested in seeing that and you're interested in testing this system with that, then go to the link below, takes you to the indicator page, check it out and see what you can do with it. Now, beyond that, what we are doing is when we get a red arrow down, that is a short signal. When we get a green arrow up, that is a long signal. Now, one thing that we are going to add into this, and I feel like it's something that is often overlooked, is that the creator said that in a trend, and I know this gets to be a little biased, and so we need to make sure that we're kind of walking on thin ice here. In a trend, the first and second, and I think they said third, but we're just going to go first and second signal is the most likely to achieve the profitability, is most likely to be successful. Now that's because, and this goes back into a lot of the psychology behind trading, that's because as you are getting further and further into a trend, it is more and more likely that the cycles have run and that it's going to reverse very soon. And so what we are looking for is one green arrow, and then we can take another trade on another green arrow. So one green arrow, two green arrows, and then if we got a third green arrow, we would not take that. We would ignore it. Same way with red. If we have one consecutive signal short, and then another consecutive signal short, the third, fourth, fifth, how many ever come after that, we are going to ignore it. So we only take the first and the second when there is a continuation in the trade. All right, now that we've rambled on this video for a very long time and haven't even begun testing, let's get on with it and see what we can get. All right, we're moving along here. There we go. We get our first signal right there. That is a short signal. Looks like we might have gotten stopped out coming back up this side over here. Nope, we did not. There we go. We're going to try to play these out as quick as possible since the video is already significantly long. We're just now starting the testing. Pick up a long right here. Let's see, it did not get us to take profit. So that is a losing trade. We pick up a short over here. That one got us to our take profit. Continue on with it. Short here. And got us there. Take profit again. So far on its own, it seems to be doing rather well. So here we go. We have an instance where we have one trade right there. Looks like we would have taken profit. Let's see, actually on this next candle right here. So that would have been a valid entry as well. But unfortunately, it looks like it came down and might have stopped us out here on this side. No, actually it did not. So that would have been a good trade right there. This would be the third consecutive green arrow. And so we are going to ignore that one and we are not going to take it. Don't be greedy. Don't be selfish. Leave it alone. Let it go. And there we go. That's a perfect example. So we would have ended up getting stopped out on that one and taking a loss. So it's good that we did not. Let's see. So over here we get a long. That got us to take profit. The short right here, though, I don't believe it did. It did not. There we go. So that short didn't work out for us. Keep moving on here. So we have one green arrow, and then we pick up a red, so we didn't get another green arrow. Looks like we got to take profit, though. Actually, maybe not. That was 108. 150 is our take profit. Zoom these in just a little bit more. Double check it here. There to there. Nope. That would have been a losing trade, unfortunately, because it threw a long signal right there on that one, which would have stopped us out. And then, I mean, we would have stopped out at break even basically at that point, but nonetheless, it stopped us out, giving us a losing trade. Then we pick up this short right here. That most certainly got us stopped out on this upside there. It did. Then we get another long signal right there. And it keeps throwing these longs in some very strange places. Short there. That one worked out for us. Keep on moving along here. Seems to be giving us quite a few signals. Losing trade there, winning trade there. And so the creator of this indicator, you can tell that they try to pay attention to the cycles of the trade. And so often, and I've said this before on a few of my other videos, that what you'll find is that often the market moves in cycles, and I wouldn't say more often than not, but quite often you'll find that it moves in a cycle of threes. And so it's not necessarily that at the third cycle you're guaranteed to have a reversal. And so if you don't know what I mean by cycle, what I mean basically is a move in a direction. So let's say down, a downward trend, you move down, and then you get a pullback, and then a continuation. That pullback would be one cycle. Then it moves down, has a pullback, continues. That's two cycles. Then it has a pullback and a continuation. That's a third cycle. And so, and then the reverse obviously would be true on the upside. So up, a pullback, a continuation, that's one cycle, and so on. And so often what you'll find is that once you move beyond the third cycle, the chances of having a significant correction in the market increases significantly. And so that's why you'll see whenever I'm doing price action, whenever I'm kind of reading price action, I will take into account kind of the cycles that it has gone through. A push and a strong, strong push in one direction, pullback, pullback, pullback. Then you start to see the move is starting to weaken, and at that point you can have a pretty reasonable expectation that the market is going to correct and reverse itself. And so that's why the creator of this indicator said that the first, second, and like I said, I think they said the third, but just to be safe, I'm doing first and second only. That's why they said the first and second signal in a row is the most likely to be profitable, because at that point you are getting into the third, fourth, fifth cycle of the move, and becomes less and less likely that you are going to have a profitable signal. And it just racked up a whole bunch of losses in a row right there. It's interesting. And then plucked out a win. Almost to the end of the year. All right, there we go. Let's see. We actually were still in 2017 when we get this long signal right there. Let's play it out and see what it does. I don't think, let's see. Looks like it probably stopped us out. Nope. Didn't quite stop us out, but it did on, actually gave us a short signal right there. So that would have been losing trade as well. All right, so there we have it. So this is the deep fractal signals and rubber band indicator. So let's go ahead and count them out and see what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27. So we have 27 trades all together, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. 14 trades all together. So unfortunately, that is not going to meet the 60% criteria that we were looking for. Like I said, it's it's kind of not really surprising. I thought maybe it could without having another indicator already layered on top of it. But yeah, it fell just a little short, unfortunately. And so this one's going to go on the no list, and we'll move on to the next indicator from here.
If you have not already, like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. As part of the team, it's important that you are seeing the new videos as they come out so you know what it is that we are discussing and what indicators we are testing, have tested, and have not tested. Also, like usual, there is a link below in the description to the Discord server. You can join us on Discord so that way we can further discuss the indicators and have discussions as we move forward building our trading system. And lastly, like usual, there is a link below to TradingView. If you like what you see whenever I use TradingView and you are interested in signing up for TradingView, if you use the link below and sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money. So, all right, everybody, I will see you on the next video.